Today we're going to explain the basics of stage fighting. In order to stage fight, you need to feel at ease with your partner and trust them so that you will know you have a safe stage fight.
In order to do this, we can do an exercise called trust fall.
First, assign the role. Stand a bit more than an arm length apart. Third, the person being trusted stands in a stable position with his or her dominant foot in front and arms straight up. Fourth, when both are ready, the person trusted can fall into the arms of the person being trusted.
There are a few important things we need to know before we learn these rules. Timing is crucial in stage fighting. Stage fighting needs to be realistic and they need to have perfect timing, or else the punch will look fake.
The angle in which the audience views the performance is important because we have to hide all the fake movements to make it realistic. We should be aware of the audience at all times. The back of the person being punched should be facing the audience so that the audience cannot see the fake moves happening in front of the person that's being punched, slapped, or kicked. The audience should not see the fake moves or else it makes the fight unrealistic. We should be aware of where the audience is at all times. There are three kinds of punches: the jab, the uppercut, and the hook. To make the sound while punching, use the other hand to hit the place under your collarbone.
The jab is basically when we punch our partner straight in the face. It is a very quick punch and serves as a very efficient way to knock our partner.
Stand opposite to your partner. Adjust the distance. Test punch your partner in the nose in slow motion and adjust. Okay. When you punch, make the sound at the time of impact. Here's what it should look like. It's important that your partner reacts correctly to make it realistic. To do this, the person being punched should move their head backward and lean the upper body back, or even fall to the ground because of the force in the punch. The hook is basically a punch to the side of the face. It is performed by swinging an arm, which is bent at an angle near or at 90 degrees, in a horizontal arc into your partner. It is a good way of doing triple punches, which is triple hook punch, and make your partner very dizzy. Stand opposite to your partner. Adjust distance. Test punch your partner in the side of his face via the swinging motion in slow motion. Make the sound during the moment of impact. Here's how it should look like. It's important that your partner reacts correctly, or else it won't look realistic. To do this, the person being punched just has to swing his head to the direction that he's being punched, and lean a little towards the side that he's being punched to. An uppercut is a punch aimed at the lower chin of your partner. It usually sends your partner going into the sky and getting knocked out. It is performed by swinging your arm upward, which is bent at an angle near 90 degrees. First, stand opposite to your partner. Adjust the distance. Test punch your partner under the chin via swinging motion in slow motion. Make the sound during the moment of impact. It's important that your partner reacts correctly, or else it won't look realistic. To do this, the person being punched should swing his or her head upward and backward, and jump up and fall to the ground as though the force of the punch lifted him or her. A head slam is when you smash your opponent's head into your knee or any other surface. This is another way to knock out your partner or make your partner feel dizzy. The person being slammed should put their hand on their forehead. The person smashing the other person's head should hold his or her partner's head. Make the sound during the moment of impact. During impact, the person being slammed should slam their hand onto the surface and bounce their head back up. It's important that the person being slammed reacts correctly, or else it won't look realistic. To do this, the person being slammed should put their hand on their forehead, and when their head is slammed, their hand should hit the leg or any other surface first, and their head should bounce back up to create an illusion that his or her head is really being slammed. A kick is where you kick your partner in the stomach, the chin, or the area. This is an effective way to hurt your opponent. This can be used multiple times and in multiple ways in the routine. First, stand opposite to your partner. The person being kicked should put their hand out with their palm down in the place that they would be kicked. Kick your partner's hand to the top of your feet so that it's not painful for you and your partner. It's important that the person being kicked reacts correctly, or else it won't look realistic. To do this, the person being kicked should place their hands as close to their body as possible, and bend or move back the area that was kicked. This creates an illusion that a person was really kicked. They should also be holding the area that was kicked as though it was really painful. Don't forget that the back of the person being kicked should face the audience. Now that you know all the basic movements, you should try to develop your own routine. You should be aware of the following: being aware of where your audience are, making it accurate, creating energy and fast action, adding sound effect to make it more realistic, and lastly, to be creative in your routine. Thank you for watching our tutorial on the basics of stage fighting.